Hey, oh, my little children and my little pets. Just kidding. I'm done, yeah? Hang on one second. I need to get this stuff anchored here. I just came rushing out, you know. Got done with the Wayne Steiger. And I have to finish this book, so I just came rushing out here. You know, I didn't care what I grabbed. I just grabbed everything I could. Came on out. Wet hair and all. Non-brushed hair. Just put it up, threw it up, hell with it. I don't care. Just got done eating, watching Wayne, and I am ready to roll with this darn book. Sure, the hell is bright out here. Holy cow. I'm gonna have to turn you. Hang on. Let me fix this up here. Oh, I'm not fighting myself. Give me a second. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. I'm gonna close it. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Make sure you're still there. Okay. Give me a second here. Ah! I sat down and the sun was like right in my eye. Like they can burn it. Hang on, shoot. Had it all set up so perfectly and then the sun changed its position.
Your meditation process.
Oh, cool. Cool. Give me an insight. From your meditation. Darn it. I'm going to use this to block the sun. That way I can see the darn screen. This is the trouble with being out in the elements. So you're exposed in the elements. You can't do nothing. You can't. And it's still no go. Can't see the darn screen. I'm sorry. But this is me. This is me. I apologize. I'm just taking you all right. Here we go. Oh boy. We are reading the Tibetan Book of the Dead today. Trying to get it done. I'm just not having a very good day. I cannot see anything. Jerry, yesterday doing eggs, today making wine. Did you learn that off the Redneck Show? I think that's where I plucked you at too. I'm not sure. I don't even know anymore. I don't know where I'm getting people from anymore, man. There's so many people in here. I thought about doing the subscription of the day because I finally got the darn computer to stop doing its little thing. And I thought, you know what? Because I started trying to do the DCE recorder and trying to get that set up. No go on that, man. I don't know what the heck I'm doing with anything. Oh. Okay, I need to block this sun. That way I can see the stupid screen. See, I want to face you this way. That way you can look at the sky and have a good time. Since I don't have any music, since every time I play music I get copyrighted. I don't even know about the 1920s one. They probably got ads all over that one. Who knows? Ah, there we go. Let's see a little. Man, I need a bigger one. I need a bigger thing. Darn it. Halloween. Let's see if that works. Oh yeah, that works. Hang on, you're going for a ride. Oh. Damn it, now it's in my eye. Again. It's in my eye, but I don't even care anymore. I just lean forward. I'm sick of it. I am just so sick of it. Trying to watch Wayne Steiger and everything, and everything's just messing up every time I do anything. I'm just sick of it. Whenever you get sick of it, just hand it over. You're done. Just be done with it and accept it for what it is. Now, if I didn't lose my page, great, this is going to be really uncomfortable. But I don't care anymore. I'm ready to get done to it. Let me just find where I was at yesterday. You know what? None of it looks familiar. Even the first page here, so I'm just going to reread. Because that's what I do whenever I don't really remember. I mean, I do a little. But that's the way to learn it. That is which call. Wait, I'm going to wait a little bit for people to show up. So, I just want to find out where I was at. That way I know. I'm like, woohoo! I'm Nunya. And I made this channel for the community. And I hope that, you know, the sound is coming in okay. Borrowed somebody's headphones so that the traffic noise wouldn't drown me out there. That way I wouldn't have to lean in, but I have to lean in anyway because of the darn sun. So go figure. You know, that's the way it works. So I made this channel for you guys to be able to maneuver and be able to talk and communicate with brethren and sisterin like you who are in the know, who had an awakening. And Bingus! Hey! I liked your channel, man. Bingus had on his channel, on his live stream today, guys. I mean, if you're looking for ways to, you know, slow down, you know, get in tune with the cannabis and the way it's supposed to be properly utilized, I suggest going to Bingus's channel there. I just found him today. I plugged him out a while back, probably about a few days ago, and I finally got to some videos that I wanted to look at, and Bingus was one of them. He came up live, so I went ahead and took a look. Yeah, and it was pretty good. So you may want to go check it out. Now, I'm not going to say anything more about it. You're going to have to find out for yourself and go check it out. Because me, I can't afford that stuff, man. That's expensive stuff. But hey, to each his own, man. So go if you want. Don't go. He'll help you, you know, if you're looking to use it medicinally. And you're sick of tearing up your lungs from doing it. So, Johnny Rank is here, and he says, yesterday doing eggs, today making wine. And Bingus comes in saying, greetings, wanting to hit that thumbs for support. Thank you. And Bingus says, thank you, my new friend. Just joined your efforts. Cool. Right on. Yeah, what we're all about is creating. And I love your channel. I love your creation. I think it's awesome. I think all these people are awesome. Even the ones who don't create. Because they're creating at home. And I know that they are. Either whether they're creating their mind, because I see them in Wayne Steigers all the time. And I can see their playlists too. Some of them. And so you know that they're learning and they're doing what they need to do to get there. Just waiting around, seeing if anybody else is going to show up. To all you newcomers that just walked in the door here, my name is Nunya. This is your channel. Take advantage of the channels up above in the channel. I basically gave it to you guys. Sounds good, nice backdrop. Yeah, I didn't. The sun's right in my eyes, man. I have to lean forward. But it'll move. It'll move. It always does. So yeah, take a look, take a gander, because there's lots of channels in there that'll help you out with finding your way, and you know, help you with finding new powers and powers that you thought you knew you already had or thought you already had and wasn't sure about it. And some of these people are you know, kind of new to their trade. and they can use some support themselves and some practice. So it'd be nice if we all just commuted together in different sectors, because I know that the Venus is actually in a different sector than this one. But yeah, sometimes in different sectors, you know, the welcomers are missing certain channels, like I was, and I went to Positive Movements, and I realized that she was a welcomer, and so I plucked all her people. I'm like, oh, this soul food, yeah. But personally, I don't like to eat, but you know, I like to watch people make stuff. I like to cook, and I like to cook for my hubby. You know, he eats a lot. He's a big guy. So, I guess we'll get started. It's been 10 minutes. Excuse me. Hopefully this doesn't blow right in the way. Please don't. It's going to bother me until I take it down. Any questions, anyone, before I get started? Oh, California, America, I remember you. Hello, friends. Just joined this chat and wanted to give you a big thumbs up. Well, thank you. No need, you know, I just appreciate you coming and checking out your channel here. I created it for you guys to be able to help you out with finding new powers within yourselves and help you out with information and just all kinds of stuff in there. So you may want to go check everybody out, and free tarot card readings in there as well from people. They do it all the time, especially these newbies. You know, that's how they get their practice and that. So Mother May is actually the one that, or Mother Nature is actually the one that plucked me out of I don't even know whose anymore. Somebody's channel, like Jeff or Wayne's, and I wasn't listening to what they were saying, you know, about, well, I was, but to go about to find that outside of this community is kind of hard, because you don't know where to start, you don't know who's who, and you know, you're kind of shy, and you just kind of listen in the background because you've been, you know, slammed before all the time. So you tend to kind of just sit in the background and just watch people. And, you know, you get to where that just is not enough anymore. Especially if you're alone in this and you need analytical help, like with books like this, and, you know, meditation and going through your thoughts and all kinds of stuff. So I highly recommend that you record yourself and then question yourself afterwards, after your meditations. It's always great to do. It will get you there faster, from what I'm told. I haven't got there yet myself, like fully, but I'm getting there. It's coming along. Been 4 weeks, but it's still coming along. But I have a crazy mind, so. Okay. Now we're going to finally get to it. That which is called the second stage of the Bardo dawneth upon the thought body. The knower, and I'm sorry, let me read the title of this. Bordeaux of Karmic Illusion, and the Bardo of the Dying, in the Tibetan Book of the Dead. And we are on part 1 of the Bardo of the Experience of Reality. And I'll come in a minute here, after this paragraph. That which is called the second stage of the Bardo dawneth upon the thought body. The knower hovereth within these places, to which its activities limited. If at this time this special teaching be applied efficiently, then the purpose will be fulfilled. For the karmic illusion will not have come yet, and therefore he, the deceased, cannot be turned hither or thither, from his aim of achieving enlightenment. Okay, so the way I'm reading this, guys, is that, you know, I'm just like doing a quick overview, like just reading it, the Book of the Dead, period, no introductions, no nothing. I feel like I need to know what I'm reading first and get to know it, and then pick out and choose what resonates with me, and then go with that, and then read the full book, and then get other people's opinions on that, and then see if that resonates with me. But I always like to form my own opinion first, and I have not read this book yet, so bear with me. Some of these names and the way it's put together is really tongue-tying and pretty, and I haven't been to school in a while, so some of the words, you know, look foreign to me now. You know, a lot of things to me looks foreign now, so bear with me. I hope you do. You can always get the Book of the Dead of your own and read it on your own, too. Okay, so the Bardo of the Experience of Reality, Part 2. Introductory instructions concerning the experience of reality during the third stage of the Bardo, called the Shanyid Bardo, when the karmic apparitions appear. But even through the primary light or clear light be not recognized, the clear light of the second Bardo be recognized. Liberation will be attained. If not liberated, even by that, then that called the third Bardo, in the Kanyan Bardo Dana. You guys can comment, do whatever you want. I'm going to keep looking up at you. Don't worry. About this time, the deceased can see that the share of the food is being set, that the body is being stripped of its garments, that the place of the sleeping rug is being swept. And the subtext down at the bottom is talking about the text, and the Yidkilu is a mental body, desire body, or thought body. And I've tried this before, going to this reference page of PP 92, 95, 96. You know, I'm going to do that later, because I found out that I get lost really easy unless I'm constructed, and I need table, and I need a syllabus and all that good stuff, and all kinds of good stuff in order to be able to keep up with this stuff. So I'm just going to read it without that first, and then just kind of like go with it, if you don't mind. I think I'm smart enough to figure out what's what here. I mean, if not, the text will pretty much explain it. I mean, within the sentence. I mean, for a first time read, because this thing is going to take about 7 times read, if not studying, you know, because it goes off into veins. It's like it's almost like a course in itself, you know. So I think Wayne Steiger is right about the Hermetica, and I think that these should be taught in schools. So let me go back. Okay, so it was talking about this time the deceased can see the share of food that is being set. And just so you know, that this is a book about the dying. So it's talking about you passing over and what's to come, you know, and how to get there and what you need to do in order to step forward. Now, you can take what you want out of it. You don't have to believe it all. And I highly suggest that you don't believe it all, because from what I'm hearing and from what I'm experiencing, it's whatever is in your own, not what anybody else is saying. It's what resonates with you. And then it goes on to say, with being stripped of the garments, that the place of the sleeping rug is being swept. Can hear all the weeping and wailing of his friends and relatives. And although he can see them and can hear them calling upon him, he cannot hear him calling upon them, but they can't hear him calling upon them. So they go at the way displeased. At that time, sounds, lights, and rays, all 3 are experienced. These awe, frighten, and terrify, and cause much fatigue. At this moment, the setting face to face with the Bardo during the experience of reality is to be applied. Call the deceased by name, and correctly and distinctively explain to him as follows. O nobly born, listen with full intention, without being distracted. There are 6 states of the Bardo, namely the natural state of the Bardo while in the womb, the Bardo of the dream state, the Bardo of the ecstatic equilibrium while in deep meditation, the Bardo of the movement of death, the Bardo during the experiencing of reality, the Bardo of the inverse process of samsaric existence. These are the 6. O nobly born, there it went, sorry. O nobly born, thou wilt experience 3 Bardos, the Bardo of the movement, of the moment of death, the Bardo during the experiencing of reality, and the Bardo while seeking rebirth. Of these 3, up to yesterday, thou hast experienced the Bardo of the moment of death. Although the clear light of reality dawned upon thee, thou wert unable to hold on, and so thou hast to wander here. Now henceforth thou art going to experience the other 2, the Kanyid Bardo and the Sidpa Bardo. And I'll go ahead and read the subtext here because it talks about just that. Try and move that, see if anybody said anything. All right. Text. But I'm not going to any other pages because I got lost. And did something come up? Or is that just me? Just me. The Kaine Bardo, immediate state, or state of uncertainty, a place of birth, or while in the womb. The Malam Bardo, intermediate state, or state of uncertainty during the experiencing of the dream state. Tingazazin Semtam Bardo, intermediate state, the state of uncertainty during the experiencing of Dhyana, meditation, and samadhi, ecstatic equilibrium. The Chiki Bardo, intermediate state, or state of uncertainty of the moment of the dying moment, or moment of death. So like going 5 miles an hour? Jeez. It just seemed like I was going 5 miles an hour there. Took forever. Oh, that's right up the street, dude. All right. The Chaki Bardo, intermediate state or state of uncertainty, the dying moment or moment of death. Chonyayid Bardo, intermediate state or state of uncertainty during the experience of reality. Lujang Sidpa Bardo, intermediate state or state of uncertainty in the inverse process of Sheng Sherik, worldly existence, the state wherein the knower is seeking rebirth. The secret recognition. Thou wilt pay, let me check this. All right. Thou wilt pay undistracted attention to that with which I am about to set thee face to face and hold on. Nobly born, that which is called death, how now come. Thou art departing from this world, but thou art not the only one. Death cometh to all. Do not cling in fondness and weakness to this life, even though thou clingest out of weakness. Thou hast not the power to remain here. Thou wilt gain nothing more than wandering in the samsara. Be not attached to this world. Be not weak. Remember the precious Trinity. O nobly born, wherever fear and terror may come to thee in the Kanyid Bardo, forget not all these words, and bearing their meaning at heart, go forwards. In them lieth the vital secret of recognition. Something big's going on. And that's like right there. Maybe I ought to get up and look, huh? I don't care. Alice. Alice. When the uncertain experiencing of reality is dawning upon me here, with every thought of fear or terror or awe for all, I'm curious. I'm curious. Sorry, I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm curious. I gotta pick this up anyway. Oh! Yeah, that thing was rolling around anyway, so I had to pick that up. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. I couldn't see nothing, so I shouldn't have got up. It's not, I don't even know where I'm at. Oh boy. Let me just start over. Alice, when the uncertain experiencing of reality is dawning upon me here, with every thought of fear or terror or awe and all apparitional experiences set aside, may I recognize whatever vision appear as the reflection of mine own consciousness. May I know them to be the nature of apparitions in the Bardo. Sorry, I'm feeling the excitement from over there. I can feel people, getting all wound up over there. So I'm having trouble with concentrating on these words. When at the all-important moment, I might go ahead and just go into the garage here. This is getting ridiculous with all these noises. When all this all-important moment of opportunity of achieving a great end, may I not fear the bands of peaceful and wrathful deities, mine own thought forms. Repeat thou these verses clearly, and remembering their significance as thou repeatest them, go forwards, O nobly born, thereby wherever visions of awe and terror appear. See what you guys are saying. Sounds like we're live. Never-ending sirens. Yeah. I know that's right. I'm getting ready to go in the garage. I apologize. I figured it was a weekday. It'd be kind of quiet during the day before traffic started at 5 or 3 at least. I thought I'd at least be okay by 3. And I just like the pretty sky in the background, you know, it gives you guys something to look at and all that good stuff. It looks like, just in case you guys are wondering, Triple Triggs tray is up live. And that's it so far. So thereby, wherever visions are of awe or terror appear, recognition is certain and not forgot. And forget not this vital secret art lying therein. O nobly born, when thy body and mind were separating, thou must have experienced a glimpse of the pure truth, subtle, sparkling, bright, dazzling, glorious, and radiant. And radiantly awesome. I like that. Radiantly awesome. In appearance, like a mirage moving across the landscape in the springtime in one continuous stream of vibrations. Be not daunted, therefore, nor not terrified, nor awed. This is the radiance of thine own true nature. Recognize it. From the midst of that radiance, the natural sound of reality reverberates. Reverberating like 1,000 thunders simultaneously sounding will come. This is the natural sound of thine own real self. Be not daunted thereby, nor terrified, nor in awe. The body which thou hast now is called the thought body of propensities. Since thou hast not a natural body of the flesh and blood, whatever may come, sounds, lights, rays, or all three unable to harm thee, thou art incapable of dying. It is quite significant for thee to know that these apparitions are thine own thought forms. Recognize this to be the Bardo. Imagination, O nobly born, if thou dost not know recognized. Let me reread that, that's tongue-tied. O nobly born, O nobly born, if thou dost not know, recognize thine own thought forms, whatever of meditation or of devotion thou mayest have performed while in the human world, if thou hast not met with this present teaching, the light will daunt thee, the sounds will awe thee, and the rays will terrify thee. Shouldest thou not know this all-important key to the teachings, not be able to recognize the sounds, lights, and rays, thou wilt have to wander in this samsara. The dawning of the peaceful deities from the first to the 7th day. Let me check on you guys, see what you guys are saying here. Oh, cool. Let's keep on reading. Assuming the deceased is karmically bound, as the average departed one is, to pass through the 49 days of the Bardo existence, despite the very frequent setting face to face, the daily trials and dangers which he must meet and attempt to triumph over. During the first 7 days wherein dawn the peaceful deities are not explained to him in detail, the first day judging from this text being reckoned from the time in which normally he would be experiencing the wake. He would be experiencing to wake up to the fact that he is dead and on the way back to rebirth, or about 3½ to 4 days after death. So the first day, nobly born, thou hast been in a swoon during the last 3½ days. As soon as thou art recovered from this swoon, thou wilt have the thought what hath happened. Act so that thou wilt recognize the Bardo. At that time, all the Sincera will be in revolution, and the phenomenal experience that thou wilt see then will be radiances of deities. The whole heavens will appear deep blue. Then from the central realm, called the spreading forth of the seed, the Bhagavan Virachana, white in color, and seated upon a lion throne, bearing the 8-spoke wheel in his hand, and embraced by the mother of the space of the heaven, will manifest himself to thee. It is the aggregate of matter resolved into the primordial state, which is the blue light. The wisdom of the Dharma Dhatu, blue in color, shining, transparent, glorious, dazzling from the heart of Vairocana, as the Father Mother, will shoot forth and strike against thee with the light so radiant, and thou wilt scarcely be able to look at it. That radiates right there. Along with it, they will also shine a dull white light from the devas, which will strike against thee in thy front. Thereupon, because the power of bad karma, the glorious blue light of the wisdom of the Dharma Dhatu will produce in 3 fear and terror, and thou wilt wish to flee from it. Thou wilt beget a fondness for dull white light of the devas. At this stage, thou must not be awed by the divine blue light, which will appear shining, dazzling, and glorious, and be not startled by it. That is the light of the Tathagata, called the light of the wisdom of the Dharma Dhatu. Put thy faith in it, believe in it firmly, and pray into it, thinking in thy mind that it is the light proceeding from the heart of the Bhagavan Virachana, coming to receive thee while in the dangerous I almost said ambulance, ambuscade of the Bardo. The light is the light of the grace of the Virachana. Be not fond of the dull white light of the devas. Be not attached to it. Be not weak. If thou be attached to it, thou wilt wander into the abodes of the devas and be drawn into the world of the 6 lokas. That is an interruption to the abstract thee on the path of liberation. Look not at it. Look at the blue light in the deep faith. Put thy whole thought earnestly upon the Virachana, and repeat after me this prayer. Alice, when wandering in the Samsara because of intense stupidity on the radiant light path of the Dharma Dhatu, wisdom may be led by the Bhagavan Virachana. May the Divine Mother in infinite space be my rear guard. May I be led safely across the fearful ambush of the Bordeaux. May I be placed in the state of all perfect Buddhahood, paying thus in intense humble faith, thou wilt merge in the halo of the rainbow light into the heart of the Virchana, and attain Buddhahood in the Samhaga Kaya, in the central realm of the densely packed. But in notwithstanding this setting face to face through power of anger and obscuring karma, one should be startled at the glorious light and flee, or be overwhelmed by illusions, despite the prayer. On the second day, Gara, Sattva, and his attendant deities, as well as one's evil deed meriting, hell will come to receive one. Thereupon the setting face to face Thereupon the setting face to face is calling the deceased by name thus: O noble born, listen undistractedly. On the second day, the pure form of water will shine as white light, and at that time, from the deep blue eastern realm of the preeminent happiness of the Bhagavan, great Ashabhya, as Vara Sattva, blue in color, holding in his hand 5-pronged dorchi, seated upon the elephant throne, and embrace my mother Mamaki, will appear to thee, attending by the Bodhisattvas, Shittingarbha, and Maitreya, with the female Bodhisattva, Lesama and Pushpama. These 6 Bahik deities will appear to thee. Okay, so here we go with the 6. Let me see what you guys are talking about here. Sure I'm not missing nothing? Alright. Okay, here we go with some pronunciations, I think. Georgia Shimpa, Maikiad Pa is one. Unagitated or immovable, Makiapa. And it just goes on. Maybe I should read it. Okay. So that pronunciation, I'll pronunciating again. The intangible, the unmovable. The Dhyana Buddha in the eastern direction here, as throughout the text, appears as Virasattva, the divine heroic minded or indestructible minded. His Shamhaga Kaya are adorned active reflux. Vigara, Dhira, an indestructible or steadfast holder, is also the reflex of Akshabahi, and both reflexes are very important deities of the esoteric school. Esoteric school. The Dorhi is the Lamek Sakra, a type of thunderbolt of Indra, Jupiter. Block print, evidently in error, contained in the Tibetan Sangregayas Spayan Ma. And it says it's pronounced Sheng Yi Chan Ma. Wow. Meaning she is the Buddha Eye, who is our manuscript text, comes from Ratna Sambhava on the third day. Mamaki is also one of the 108 names given to the Dhamma. And it says something about SKT, Tara. I don't know what SKT means, but it says Tara, or Tara. Yeah, Tara. The national goddess of Tibet is the Dharma Shamhara. The Dharma Shamgraha. It is said that there are 4 devas, namely Rachani, Mamaki, Pandora, and Tara. Cheyenne Nine Paw, womb or matrix of earth. Shampa, love, the Buddha to come, who will transform mankind through the power of the divine love. Lasima and Puchpema are corrupt Sanskrit forms incorporated in our manuscripts. Their Tibetan equivalents are, respectively, Skegmoma, meaning Bella, or Dallying one, and Metagma, Pushpa, in the other hand, in her hand. No, I skipped a sentence. Pushpa, Matagma, Pushpa, she who offers or holds blossom. Pushpa depicts holding a blossom in her hand. It is personification of blossoms. Lassia, the bell, depicted holding a mirror. In the conquisish attitude, personifies beauty. Man, that's a lot. It's like, what, 12 names now in one go? You're not saying anything, are you? All right. Dawning of Virasattva, the aggregate of the principle of consciousness being in its pure form, which is the mirror-like wisdom, will shine as the bright, radiant white light from the heart of Vakra Sattva and the mother, mother, or whatever, which such dazzling brilliancy and transparency that thou wilt scarcely be able to look at it, and while strike against thee, and a dull smoke-colored light from hell will shine alongside the light of the mirror-like wisdom, and will also strike against thee. Thereupon, through the power of anger, thou wilt beget fear, and be startled at the dazzling white light, and will wish to flee from it. Thou wilt beget a feeling of fondness for the full, dull, smoke-colored light from hell. Act then so that thou wilt not fear that bright, dazzling, transparent white light. Know it to become wisdom. Know it to be wisdom. Put thy humble and earnest faith in it. That is the light of the grace of the Bhagavan, Bara, Sattva. Think with faith. I will take refuge in it and pray. This is the Bhagavan, Bara, Sattva, coming to receive thee and save thee from the fear and terror of the Bardo. Believe in it. It is the hook of the rays of grace of the Bhagara Sattva. Be not found of dull, smoke-colored light from hell. That is the path that is the path which openeth out to receive thee because of the power of the immaculate evil karma from the violent anger. If thou be attracted by it, thou wilt fall into the hell's world, and falling therein, thou wilt have to endure unbearable misery, whence there is no certain time of getting out. That being an interruption of the abstract thee on the path of liberation. Look not at it, and avoid anger. Be not attracted by it. Be not weak. Believe in the dazzling bright white light, and put thy whole heart earnestly upon it. The Bhagavan, Bhagara, Sattva, pray thus. Alas. Hey, I got it right. Alas. When wandering in the Samsara because of the power of violent anger, on the radial, see, I told you it would come to me, alas. On the radial light path of the mirror-like wisdom, may I be led by the Bhagavan, Vajra, Sattva. May the Divine Mother, Mamaki, be my rear guard. May I be led safely across the fearful ambush of the Bardo, and may I be placed in the state of the all-perfect Buddha. Praying thus is intense, humble faith. Can you imagine me over on the other side saying that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, my battery's burning up. I guess I'm going to have to cut this short. Let me finish reading this one, and we'll go into the third day on the next vid. I'm going to let my phone cool down, and I'll come back. Praying thus is intense, humble faith. Thou wilt merge in the rainbow light into the heart of the Bhagava, Bhagara, Sattva, and obtain Buddhahood in the Samkha in the eastern realm called preeminently preeminently happy. But we'll pick up here after my phone cools down. I don't know what's going on. Everything's just going wonky on me. I apologize. It's not me. It's the evil forces out there trying to, disrupt this. What's going on here? So I'm just going to let it cool down, and I'll be back. It ain't deterring me. I'll just keep coming back, because that's me. I'm pushy that way. They ain't going to push me out. So I'm going to let this cool down, and I'll come back on in about 30 minutes, however long it takes it to cool down, because it's telling me that my battery's going to blow up. It's getting ready to catch on fire. So I will catch you on the flip side later on. Have fun, be safe, and everything that you do. Until then, go out.